So welcome once again to the Den of Doom. Today we're going to do a long interval session, working aerobically, and we're going to work up the ramp. We've done this one before. We're increasing time each time we do it. So we're going for 20 minutes, 15 minutes and 10 minutes. So hopefully you're ready to join me. I've got my watch ready. Any comments that you want to give me, please do. If you just want to say hello. Oh, Joy, hello, welcome. Oh, it's been so long. Okay, so if you want to just give me a wave, give me a like, give me a love it all. Okay, I'm going to press do workout in 3, 2, 1, and then okay in 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So here we go. Nice easy warm up to begin with, and then we start the session. I think it's just over an hour's session today. So hopefully you've got enough time to stay with me all the way. Nice consistent pedaling. Try and keep it in around about the 85 to 95 RPM. What that will do is it will improve your overall contract, relax mechanisms. Make your legs a little bit more efficient. It's all good winter-based training. That's it, nice and easy. So we're going to warm up a little bit soon. It's a lot colder this morning than it has been in previous weeks. Looking at least on the drying rack over there. Oh, it's a little bit chilly this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have to work a little bit harder just to lift my body temperature. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be sweating like a sweaty thing. I hope you've got your music on and you're ready for a nice endurance effort. Got the people waves. Good to have you on board. Like I say, I hope you're training, not just watching. Good. Yeah, motivation is definitely waning today. Much harder to get onto the bike and get going. Training always takes a bit of a lull at some point, and it's okay to take the odd day off. When the odd day turns into the odd couple of days, then the odd week, and then the odd month, it's really not the best way to go. So if you missed today, hi Katrin, how are you? If you missed today, it's a really good idea not to try and catch up, but just jump on the session that you're supposed to be doing. If you missed today, yesterday, and today is your rest day, then clearly you could do yesterday's session today. When you're mixing and maxing your sessions, it's okay to do 2 quite hard sessions or 2 days that are quite high intensity in a row, but don't do a third. You'll be able to maintain the quality probably for 2 days, but that third will start to drop off, and unfortunately it won't be as effective and you won't get the quality out of the proceeding workouts. So legs spinning nicely, should be really comfy now. In fact, I've got to reduce my power to stay in my warm-up zone. But I want to maintain a nice briskish pace with the legs. I don't know how the boys are doing their November beast, fair play to them. Each day they're getting up, they're adding an extra mile to their training session. So on Saturday we did 17 miles and we ran it with them, or was it 16? And we ran it with them. Yesterday they did 17. Today they've got to get up again and do 18. So fair play to them. And they're raising money for Mind and Make-A-Wish Foundation. So if anybody wants to donate money to them, Mark Edwards and Graham Williams, they are posting daily on Facebook. I'll share their post today so you can see how they're getting on. So yeah, each day getting up and doing that, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got to do an hour on the bike. Absolutely phenomenal. But we all have different stresses and strains. Don't compare yourself to others, never. You can only control what you can control. Legs spinning nicely, well done. Well done, Catherine. Excellent. Nice, easy one. Don't worry if life gets in the way. You're rushing around like fools, trying to do everything. You can't do everything. And sometimes we have to draw the line. And for some of you, if it means making dinner rather than riding the bike, I think we'll let you off. You know who I'm talking about. You're doing really well. Mind you, kids can survive on cereals, can't they? I'm trying to teach mine to cook. They can do it. They just wait for Mum. Oh, it was lovely yesterday. Actually went out for dinner. Or lunch, I should say. Sunday lunch. It's been the first time since I don't know when. Good morning, Gary. Hope you're watching. Hope you're enjoying. Get on your spin bike. Get those legs moving. Don't forget to send me likes and loves. Maybe even larger, I don't know. So we went to St Bride's, Andy Gray's pub, and had an absolutely amazing Sunday roast. So, yeah, it was really, really good. Service was really prompt, friendly staff. Food was fantastic. Poppy and I shared a brownie, which we regretted, because we should have had one each. So actually I need to be on the turbo today to burn off some of the calories that I consumed yesterday. And not only that, I come home, Granny gave us some homemade fairy cakes. And Poppy's distraught because I ate all the chocolate buttons that were sticking out the top of the chocolate ones. I thought that was okay. I was busy cooking a nice soup for them. It's a bit peckish. They were looking at me. Who couldn't resist? Some previous weeks I've been talking about my fasted diet. And on the whole, I'm feeling quite good regarding chocolate. Been making little like truffle-y energy bars, or balls, which have been great. But Friday, I found myself drawn to Tesco's, and the only aisle that gave me inspiration was the chocolate aisle. Could have been worse. I only bought a 120 gram bar of Cadbury's, whole nut. Oh. I could have easily filled my trolley up. And I'm afraid, yes, I did manage to scoff the entire bar. I tried the strategy of putting it in the fridge so I'd have it the next day. But yeah, failed on that. Tom got the wine out. When the wine comes out, I'm afraid it's chocolate time too, or cheese and ham time. We all got weaknesses, we've all got vices. So first, I'd broken my resolve, so yesterday, just carried on. More chocolate. Okay, the warm-up is going to come to a close in a minute and 25 seconds. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit warmer. It should have been super easy. So if you've had a busy weekend, those legs are tired, this should be the ideal workout for you. She says with confidence. Into the last minute of the warm-up, but then we begin the 20-minute effort. So get the music on, get yourself spinning, put a film on, but don't dare drift off too easily. That's what can stop you. A little bit of drifting. Fantastic, well done. Really good. Last 10 seconds before we lift it a little. So when we lift it, we're only going up one gear harder, and maintaining the cadence. So occasionally we will do a cadence count to make sure that you're staying in that zone. And for those of you who haven't counted before, it's 15 seconds. Count one leg, times it by 4. It gives you your cadence or your revolutions per minute of your feet. The plan is, if you maintain that throughout the 20 minutes, you stay at the same power. The effort might feel like it's going a little bit harder, but all being well, you should be there. So we're going to count in 3, 2, 1, and count. "23 for me." So that's 92. Well, depends how good your maths are. Most of you will have bought a cadence meter by now to do it all for you. But I'm a bit of an old-fashioned girl, I am. I like the power. Yeah, I like the gadgets. But what I find is if I count, it actually makes the time go a little bit quicker. Helps me to focus. Keep it going. Well done. So this should be about a 5 or a 6 on the RPE scale. Maybe a 5, more towards the 5. You've literally just changed one gear harder. Now if you did the correct gear selection at the beginning, you should be able to go through this no problems at all. If you started off a little bit too hard, then drop it, make it easier. If you can do it all in aero, down on bars if you've got them, that will be a really good idea, because being in an aerodynamic position and being able to hold it will increase your speed. You must rig something up with my eyesight, can't let go with it. Actually makes me feel quite nauseous if I can't see the numbers and they're all blurry. Fantastic, well done. So if people are just tuning in, wondering, what is this woman doing? Give me a like, give me love, give me a thumbs up. You just run away. The numbers are fluctuating this morning. Good, nice smooth pedaling. Think about how you're pedaling. So you want to scrape the poo off the shoe. Think about that. And then think about lifting and pushing down. Laces and toes. Only think of one at a time, because if you think about both of them, it really is impossible. What you find is your cadence will go up and the power you push out will get more. So just think about one at a time, keeping that steady rhythm. Well done. Well done, Will. Keep it nice and easy now. Don't overdo it too early on. Long set. It's going to get slightly harder throughout. Although it is aerobic, it'll still feel challenging in that last 10 minutes. Hi Heather. Good to have you with me. We had a bit of a discussion on Mo Farah, didn't we, the other day? Well, actually me and Martin, whether he was vegetarian or not. If you're watching I'm a Celebrity, started last night, he was quite happy to eat the rabbit. So he obviously did the corn sausages for Zimani. So my view on going vegetarian is if you can do it, fantastic. If you struggle with cravings and this diet not being satisfied, just reduce the amount of meat you eat. Have 3 days a week that are vegetarian days. There are lots of benefits to being a vegetarian because of the variety of fruit and the amount of vegetables that you're getting into your diet. I think lots of vegetables are proven antioxidants, so they take out the toxins that we are putting in and creating through our training. It reduces the inflammatory response and helps us to recover more quickly. So why wouldn't you? Apart from the fact that you're just hungry all the time. Perhaps making better use of avocados, nuts, so you get those fats in your diet, because it's the fats that make you feel satisfied and full. Good, keep it going. We're going to do a count again in 15 seconds, see if we've stayed on track. Make sure you haven't drifted off. Doing a count in 5, 2, 1, and count. $23 again. Hopefully you're with me, everyone. At least the same as you were last time. If it's much below 80, then I want you to just lift it a little bit, take the gear off, try and spin it out a little bit more. It's about that efficiency of motion. If you're pushing a heavy gear below 80, that's absolutely fine. It builds strength and power, but it puts quite a lot of pressure on the knee. And because it's slower, your contract relax mechanism doesn't have to be as efficient. It has time to relax. The faster pedaling action will make it so that there is less energy used for every contraction your muscles make. So you can't knock that. Going really well. Good. Up to halfway on this effort. Yippee! In 10.5 minutes time, it's going to get a little bit tougher. Just one gear. And you're going to maintain that really steady pedaling action. Keeping those legs turning, no recovery. Just keep moving up. Remember, it's about a 5 or a 6 now on the rate of perceived exertion. So nice and easy. Good, well done. Do another count in 6. And count. Again. My rhythm is pretty much honed in. Absolutely brilliant, well done. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. Keep it going. Keep that concentration there. Well done. Welcome aboard, everybody. Keep it going. Remember, we're here pretty much every Monday and Wednesday, 9 o'clock. I tried to start at 8:30, so if you start getting yourself ready at 8:30, we'll definitely have started by 9. So much more fun when people join me live. Now a little chit chat. People always have the time to do the texting, which I love. Since September, not as many live viewers. Most people have got me on catch up. It's working, the laughing. Good, coming up to 6 minutes left of this effort, and it's 15 minutes at the next one. Good, well done. Hopefully you got your chamois cream. I certainly have. But when I say yours, I mostly steal Tom's. What else are husbands for if not to steal their chamois cream? Okay, last 5, get ready to count in 3, 2, 1, and count. That time, so I'm dropping off a little bit. Keep that concentration. Keep it going, well done. Focus. Keep it smooth. Think about your head in action. Think about that cadence. Come on, guys. Let's motivate each other. It's a long effort. Still got 25 minutes left. 30 minutes left. Clearly this one can be done out on the road quite easily. What you have on the road that you don't have in here is undulations, distractions, things to make the time go a bit quicker. If you can focus mentally for the time that we have indoors, when you get outdoors, the difference is phenomenal. You will absolutely find that the time flies by. So I do advocate turbos for that respect. However, you're not building any cycle skills. And I think, no disrespect to triathletes, but triathletes tend to be the worst in cycle skills. Because they do spend a lot of time on the turbo, making the most of their cycle time that they've got, and not enough on the roads. So it's really important that you do get out regularly and practice your skills. Dodging potholes, looking around you. Two minutes, 10 seconds left before we lift it up. Have a drink. Good. Keep it going, guys. Well done. Oh, somebody's giving me a bit of love. A little like, thank you very much, thank you very much. Always welcome. Keep it going. Keep those legs spinning, fantastic. Last minute of this effort, and we go up one gear. It will depend on your gear ratios. I think generally one gear will be enough. And maintain the cadence. If you've got a big gap between your cogs, then you might find You might need to slow your cadence down a little bit. If they're very tight, you might need to go up 2 gears. On my cross bike, for example, with a big drop between each one, just to give me a bit of range for when going out on the hills and the mountains and in the mud. Okay, here we go. We're going up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 1 gear for 15 minutes. We're going to maintain the cadence if we can. Good. Fantastic, well done. So we're going to count again. In 3, 2, 1, and count. "23" once more. Well done, everybody. Hopefully you're there with me. My gear ratios is good. I don't think this is well. It's a little bit harder. All being well, it won't be too hard that I have to drop my cadence. This is the rhythm of your bike. Keep it constant. Good, well done. 13 minutes left before the last 10. So 23 to go in total before the cool down. Fantastic, everybody, well done. Keep that rhythm now. It's going to get harder. Just keep that focus. I'm going to do a count in 10. Three, 2, 1, and count. "23", still there. Keep it going, guys. Come on, Mark. Really good, well done. It's hard, but it's not hard enough for us to just grit our teeth. It's a concentration effort. It's about a 6 on the RPE. Well done. Awesome, well done everybody. Come on. Another 10 seconds to count coming up soon. Ready? Okay, counting in 3, 2, 1, and count. Oh, only 22 this time. You've got to concentrate. Good, well done. Absolutely brilliant, well done. Come on, that's fab. Think about your pedaling action. Keep the focus there. Great. Come on, guys. Keep those legs spinning. At this point, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm going to change gear. No, you don't, okay? It is still aerobic. Your legs are just tired from the constant repetition. If you can get them used to that, it's going to make a massive difference. So well done. Really good. Well done, everybody. Come on, Sean. Fantastic. Well done. Keep that rhythm. You're all holding on to it really well. Stay aero if you can. Get ready to count again in 3, 2, and count. I had to carry on. My watch decided to tell me I just done 3 miles. So sorry, everyone. I was hoping it would stop in time, it didn't. Get ready again and count. "22 again." So I've dropped off a little bit. Got to keep that focus. If you've dropped off a lot, change gear and just keep working the cadence today. Could be that you're just a little bit tired, whatever you did yesterday or the day before. The key here is not to kill yourself. Last 5 of this effort coming up now. That's 15 left in total. Doing really well, everybody. Just keep it going. Having to think about it now. Doing really well. Keep them going. Like I said, no shame in reducing the gear. No point struggling. It's about quality of that movement today. Meant to be aerobic. Not supposed to be huffing and puffing excessively. So just drop a gear and stay with me. This is the mental game. Keep it going. Okay, 3.5 left of this one, 10 left of the next gear. We can do this. I do think my 6 seems to be coming a little bit closer to a 7. Not enough chocolate at the weekend. So you might find that the next one, we're going up a gear, isn't the right thing to do, but maybe try and pedal a little bit faster, or just hold on to what you're doing. I'm going to try and stick within my power ranges, even though it feels a little bit harder than I'm hoping, but I think that's time. I think it's this. Your head starts to tell you. Okay, so it's not hard. It's aerobic. It's got to be because I'm still talking. Don't let the brain rule your body. Okay, not all the time anyway. You can do this. Stay positive, stay focused, and stay with me. We're going to hold on to it for the next 12 minutes. Like I said, it's all the mental game. The body is capable. Motivation comes from the mind, not the body. Well done, everyone. Closing my eyes to focus. If you're out on the road, you wouldn't do this. At least I hope not. Good. Keep it going. The test is the next 10 minutes. Can you hold on to those? I think you can. I know you can. If you can't, just drop it down. No shame. Look at what we did the last few days. Are you tired? Has it been particularly hectic in the family? Rushing around after the kids? Even if you just think, oh, I'm just taxi, I'm driving around. It still takes away from your recovery time. Recovery needs to be quality recovery. I'm not training, but I'm cleaning the house, or I'm making the dinner, or I'm walking the dog. Mind you, that's usually quite nice recovery. 30 coming up. We'll do a count in 3, 2, 1 and count. "22 again for me. I'm just under the 90, but still above my 85, which was my lower end that I was looking to do. So keep it going, guys, because we're going up. In 2, 1, and up we go. So 1 gear harder for 10 more minutes. We're going to try and maintain that cadence and hold on to it. We can do this. We can do it together. Have a drink. And a count in 2 and count. Oh, 21, so I'm a little bit off. Come on there. Come on, guys. Hold it up there. We can do this. Nine left. So now I'm on the 7, I would say. 6 to 7. I'm feeling my right leg in particular. I think that's the one I've been counting. So we're going to count again. In 5, 3, and count. "22. Any higher, and I go out of my power range due to the gearing on the bike. So stick with it, stick with your power, stick with your cadence. You can do this. Think about how you're pedaling, heel off the shoe, all laces and toes. Another count coming up. 3, 2, 1, and count. "22 again. Come on. Well done. Seven minutes left. Legs are tired, but the body isn't puffing. It's just that muscular fatigue from the repetitive motion. But I'm puffing more than I was at the start. There is an element of tiredness. Good, come on. Ready to count? And count. "22. Keep it going, everyone. Fantastic. 6 minutes left. Nearly halfway through this effort. You're doing fantastically. Hold on to it. If I can do it, so can you. Concentrating now. Here we go, guys, come on. 5 minutes left. Halfway through to the end. Having to concentrate, really concentrate now. Keep it going. 4.5 left. Good, well done. Last 4 coming up. We're going to do a count in 2, 1 and count. Two. Come on, guys. Brilliant effort. Last 3.5. I'm hitting the 7s now. The knees are sore. Muscles are working. When I say knees, muscles above the knees, my quads. Last 3 coming up, get ready to count. And count. Twenty-two again. Come on, guys. Brilliant work. Come on. Don't let it go now. So close to the end. Hold on to it. Last 2 minutes coming up. Two minutes now. Last minute and a half. Just round the corner. Last 90 seconds now. Hold on to it. Don't go any faster. Need your energy for the rest of the week. Hit today's targets. Don't exceed them. Okay, 1 minute left. Aerial position if you can. And count. 2, 1, count. Nearly there, guys. Last 30 seconds, last 20. Don't get carried away. Hold on to what you've got. Focus on your target. 10 left. Three, two, one, and cool down. Woo. Well done. It's all up here. You believe you can do it, you can do anything. Fantastic, well done everyone. Nice and easy. Mental training is half the game. Well done. Whew. Nice cool down now. Fantastic. Remember, stretching is really important. I can't say it enough times. Your calves and your hip flexors in particular, and your chest muscles, they all shorten when we're cycling. They're held in a shortened position for prolonged periods of time. Not just held in it, they're worked in those positions. So as a result, they do shorten. So hip flexors, calves, chest, essential to stretch. Focus on your posture. I know an awful lot of triathletes, or people who are general fitness people, who start cycling and then suffer from calf problems. They've never had calf problems before. It generally is, so they get off the bike, doesn't feel the same as running, and they forget to stretch their calves. I'm a bit of a culprit. On Saturday, it was freezing, so didn't stretch outside, but I did go home and do it, for those of you who were with me and didn't see me stretch. But I do tend to stretch my back on long runs. My back is the one thing that seizes up, so you might have noticed me going down into a crouch position, just to stretch out my back, my glute. The beauty of that position though, it does stretch quite a few muscles and help loosen off at the hips. Doing really well. You should be really proud of yourselves today, well done. So what have we got left? So this one, it's 1 hour and 4 minutes long, I think, 1 hour and 5. You can stretch on the bike, or you can jump off the bike and do your stretches then. So in a couple of minutes time I'll do some stretches on the bike. If you prefer to just keep pedaling, improving your cadence and your recovery. Got distracted by a message pop up on the phone, sorry. So improving your recovery in your cool down, that's really important, particularly if you're going to be sat at a desk for the rest of the day. Luckily I'm teaching face to face today, which means I don't sit down quite as much as I do when it's online. The RSI is a little bit better. I've been given a ergonomic mouse to improve things, so that's all good. Fantastic. Well done. 6 minutes left. Nice easy cool down. If you need to stand up, please do. I'm going to start the cool down stretches on the bike. So, but to begin with, the first one is both legs parallel and just pushing the heels down. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up today. I'll attempt to do it relatively quickly. But that's all it needs to be, really. I mean, if you can do more, then that's fantastic. Over to one side, let that heel drop down, get your weight on there. Make sure your bike is firmly in your turbo before you do this. Okay, feel that stretch. I can feel it going right behind my knee. The gastrocnemius is attached to your femur above the knee and goes all the way down into under your foot with the iliacs. Hello. With the Achilles tendon, it's attached to the calcaneus bone, which is at the back of your heel. Hello, yes, I know. And over to the other side. Remember, 30 seconds is developmental, 5 to 7 is sufficient to give you a good enough stretch just to get it back to what it was pre-exercise. Well, actually probably better than it was pre-exercise. If you're anything like me, when you're cold these days, nothing seems to work. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take my shoes off. First one, hamstring. Okay, leg out in front, leaning forwards from the hip. Try and keep your legs straight if you can. If you can't, don't stress about it. Pull your toes up towards you. Just literally getting that tiny lean. I can feel the stretch in my hamstring. There was a time when I would be able to get my nose on my knee, but not anymore. If you don't use it, unfortunately you do lose it. It's the same with everything, training, mental capacity. My maths are terrible. Okay. They weren't brilliant in the early days. Now I'm going to do glutes, IT band, TFL, leaning forwards. Luckily I've got nice padded arm pads for my tri-bars, so it enables me to put my foot on there comfortably. If you haven't, don't do it. You can do this pigeon pose on the floor. Look at one of my videos which I've already produced, and that'll have it there. Okay, so swap legs. Leg out. Okay, toe up, leg straight, lean it forwards. Balloon. I don't know what they can hear because Daddy's in work. Okay, the other side now. This is my stiffer side. Brilliant, well done. Okay, on to the quads now, and hip flexors. In order to get the hip flexors, you've got to make sure that you're pushing your hip forward. Okay, so one of the main hip flexors, the iliopsoas and the rectus femoris. Okay, they come through here and they attach at the back. They cross your hip. So that's one of the quadriceps muscles and your hip flexor muscles. Okay, and changing over. Push that hip forward, squeeze your glute, make sure your knee is pointing down. Okay, fantastic. Now from here, just going to do the upper body. Just going to make sure I'm stretching across that chest and opening it out. So literally we spent 5 minutes just doing a few little stretches. Even those little stretches make the difference. Okay, so first of all, just stretch across the back. So we've been using those muscles to hold us in place. And then hands behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your arm. Lift your head up, turn your head to one side and to the other. Opening out that whole chest area. Okay, we've got 45 seconds left. That was literally a super duper 5-minute quick stretch that I would recommend after every single exercise that you do. If you're biking, if you're doing weights, if you're doing a swim, if you're doing a run, you need to do those key exercises in order to make sure that you're nice and flexible. 25 seconds left to the end of the session. I just want to say thank you for joining me today in the Den of Doom. Hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a toughie, mentally more than physically. But keep that cadence up, improve that stretch, contract, relax mechanism, and life is going to get so much easier on the bike. Take care now. Don't forget to stop your clock. 3, 2, 1. See you soon. Bye-bye.